So it's approaching a week now since the rapid downfall of Sinder was witnessed by not just the VTuber community, but even normies too. Documentaries that now take over the search results when you look up her name on YouTube broke into the normie algorithm, getting the attention of people who don't even care about VTubers. Do you know how hard it is for normies to watch anything related to VTubers? They usually would turn the other way. Look no further than how people reacted to Iron Mouse taking over Kai Cenat's record. But now Sinder's scandal has now found its way into becoming the VTuber equivalent of the Logan Paul, Colleen Ballinger, and Shane Dawson scandals, and it's gotta be the biggest punch to the gut to the Pyro pups who looked up to her for the last 3 or so years. Now, I've already talked about the initial breakout of the story, and I was definitely civilized and calm about it. Yeah, definitely. It's just business. Fuck your business! These people were not just business! They were friends who had your back! You fucking snake! I hope you're happy! I hope you're fucking happy! Yeah, it was one of those videos, but not to worry, I won't be bringing that energy into this one right now, and I'm pretty sure a lot of us have moved on by now, but I'm making this follow-up because ever since talking about it, I've seen the video responses from the former friends of Sinder and seen Shy Lily's reaction. You can tell Sinder never had a chance. Sinder may be a hellhound, but Shy Lily is a goddamn killer whale. Have you seen what killer whales do to people in SeaWorld? Sinder, you done goofed. Did I mention Shy Lily is one of the most wholesome VTubers around? It is legit impossible to hate someone like her, and for someone to break her the wrong way just makes me sick to my stomach. The same will go for Bao, which I'll be honest, I could not finish watching her response. Seeing her break down into tears, I just wanted to cry with her, hug her, and comfort her and tell her that the worst is over. She got many friends in the community who have her back, and that it's going to be okay. Seriously, this woman's reaction says all that you need to know about Sinder, a bully who masqueraded as this supermodel VTuber who on the surface couldn't do no harm despite being a character from hell, and alas, hell is exactly what she brings. While we're at it, since people brought up her video titles as being foreshadowing, some others have also looked back at her songs and covers that puts foreshadowing to an all-time high if you ask me. The lyrics of Convergence of Sin have this pre-chorus: dark energies will force you to your knees, bow before the fucking demon queen, twilight is nigh, the inferno shall rise, fall in line, your soul is mine, I won't give in. My god, Sinder, when you wrote down that shit, you friggin' meant it, didn't you, you snake? However, that's not all to her music. I think we could all agree nothing sums up this more than her cover to Smoke and Mirrors by Jane. My god, this really says all of her lore about her as the actual character she is. I never meant to call you out. I've always seen behind your smoke and mirrors. Oh, sweetheart, please don't yell at me. It really isn't hard to see the truth that's rotting underneath. Why weren't you honest from the start? You know I've always thought she must have liked you. She's just a temptress. Don't you know, she'll say she loves you even though she only wants to steal your soul. Okay, Sinder, I know you ain't right and that this song is nearly a decade old, but seriously, the irony is fucking unreal. Her music now reads like total self-mutilation. It's actually depressing to look at now. I'm not gonna act like she's a lost cause or anything, cause to be frank, I've seen far worse happen out there. But let it be known that she cannot run from her past, but she can at least own it. Whether or not she's capable of doing so remains unclear. After all, she's been AWOL ever since the Google Doc non-apology. This is me asking, in a nutshell, what happens to Sinder now? Here's 3 ways this can go. Number 1, graduate permanently. This would be very easy to do, since a lot of people have been calling for her to go away forever, and if Sinder were to do so, she'll be replaced by someone willing to succeed at her dreams, who will kill for half the opportunities that Sinder got in her run. Meanwhile, she can get a dose of reality by working at Walmart or McDonald's for the rest of her life. Find out what Squidward had to deal with for the last 25 years. Give her this though, because she chose to hide behind a VTuber avatar and not show her real face, she can at least lay low and start over on minimum wage. That's a luxury that Jared from Subway wishes he could have. Number 2, desperate rebrand. There is a possibility in the making that could result in Sinder returning to be Tashi, which was her previous persona before she became the hellhound we know now. However, if she does turn back to being Tashi, there's no doubt we're going to follow her there and get her out of that persona too, as Tashi is a well-known persona and Sinder herself has made that clear. So the only other option in this case, well, is to rebrand as a whole new persona altogether. Could we track her down that way? Most likely. But we know for sure Sinder was doing everything in her power to gain a lot more of it in the industry in the most despicable manner. So for her to rebrand, basically do what Turbo did in Wreck-It Ralph, rename himself to King Candy and trying to take away the spotlight from Vanellope, I won't be surprised if Sinder does exactly that. Number 3, continue streaming as Sinder. This will be a huge risk to do, now that you're the laughingstock of the VTuber community, with Shy Lily memes even crossing over with the Not Like Us song from Kendrick Lamar. It looks so over for Sinder. But is it really? When I did my last video on Sinder, I did receive a few comments who are ride or die for Sinder, so clearly she still got her proud pops. I mean, it's no different from how Mika and Neko still got on community. After all, there is no helping the type of fanbase that tends to have parasocial relationships with a virtual figure who's literally getting anal from her goddamn manager. But hey, if this type of fanbase are still willing to support such a creator, so be it. However, this will mean she's gonna have to really dig deep for collaborators. Pretty much all the big names in the community have now blacklisted her from ever talking again. She'll have to probably get like newcomers with almost no following, people who ain't got a proper model yet, like as long as they get someone famous to talk to them to try to boost their own subscriber base, right? And that's no shot at you newcomers. In fact, I'm going to defend you with this part. If you're looking for someone to help get you some clout, please choose anyone but Sinder. It's for your own good. This is all speculation, so please don't take this as a definite law. People have lost interest in Sinder already, and therefore I'm not going to be angry anymore about all this, but I still remain heartbroken and depressed knowing that she fooled us all, and seeing Bao crowd her eyes out made me realize what kind of person we are dealing with here. VTubers like Lucy still hold out hope that Sinder could really change her true character one day, which right now with the week she's had offline, I'm hoping that's the case. But for now, we'll have to see and wait if Sinder is really over. And one more thing, I saw some tweets regarding Sinder merch with a few people actually choosing to either throw it away or literally burn it to cinders. Yes, pun intended. To that I say, in this economy where the price of eggs is a problem, please don't do that. Merch costs so much to pay for now. Instead, do what this VTuber merch vendor did. In the wake of the scandal, this vendor decided to donate all their remaining Sinder merch to a clothing center, where needy children and the homeless elderly could use them. To them, it doesn't matter who a plushie or a sweater represents, as long as they are there to keep someone comfy at night. What's the issue? I think that's a wholesome way to end this on. Thanks for watching this video. This is your sunshine, Yui Tachibana, sunsetting for the day.